Welcome back, Tryhardologists. Today we're going to be looking at the Owen Gun, which, I think it's going to be the new meta. Everybody's talking about the MP40, this and that, and I'm like, what? I tried the MP40, and I'll tell you what, it's not that good. But the Owen Gun right here, you got to try this class setup. It's fantastic. In this video, we're going to look at how good it is at medium range, long range, and short range, and see how it competes against other guns, and how it competes against other guns at those distances. As you see, just barely, that was a long range shot. It took a lot of time to kill, so this gun isn't perfect at long range, which makes sense because it's an SMG. And for an SMG, honestly, it's amazing. Little three-piece there, and as you saw, that one guy went down after I stopped shooting, and that's because of those incendiary rounds, which I think makes this gun truly remarkable. Right here is probably the most frustrating thing ever. I got a cluster strike. So, note to self, don't use cluster strikes, get a precision, because you can put a cluster right on a person, and you can just watch them. They're not even scared. They know how bad the clusters are, so they're just like, yeah, we're chilling, we're going to keep the high ground. But yeah, every single one misses. Don't know what's up with that, but still angry about it today. Probably will be in the future. So the short range on this gun is just amazing. You see, he gets melted right there. Same with this guy. There's no recoil, so it makes it super easy to just melt guy next to guy. Here's some medium to long range. He had no shields, but as you can see, it's still just so easy to get kills with. Immediate, like, what is that? This gun, I can't express to you enough how amazing it is, and how it's definitely going to be the meta, because the MP40 sucks. I don't know why other YouTubers are telling you that it's good, because it's nothing compared to this Owen Gun. Just melting people. Ended up getting a 14 kill game with getting that win. And it just was the Owen Gun. It was so easy to use, zero recoil, and that actually means that, instead of just saying that. A lot of people just say, oh, zero recoil, and then you watch the video and it's like, huh, that's not zero. But anyway, on the next game we loaded in, and immediately our loadout was dropped, and we were looking at it, I was like, oh my, that's like 14 loadouts. Every single person's loadout dropped, so I was like, yeah, hard pass on that. I'm out. This AS-44, you're going to want to pick that up off the ground. It's probably the best ground loot right next to the bar after the nerfs. The AS-44 is probably a little bit better than the bar in as far as ground loot goes. Right there shows you just how bad it is at long range while they're moving. So, yeah, you can get a kill if they're not moving, but once they start moving, it's like, yeah, you're out. Nice try. It's not going to happen, I'll tell you that much. We weren't really in a good position down below, so I came up here to try to pick some people off, scare them a little bit, maybe make them use some shields, because we were down below, and it's not the best place to be with this circle, because it usually goes up to the right of me, and the only way of getting up that hill is up this staircase. So this guy right here, he was the big game bounty, and if you kill the big game bounty, you get a advanced UAV or VTOL. I don't know what it is called in this game, but anyway, melt this guy, and then surgical throwing knives. I don't know why it says surgical, but every time I throw one and it says that, that's what comes to mind. It's just like surgical. We got a win. I came up here. My teammates were down below still getting that one guy, but I wanted to get up here in case the circle came this way, which it usually does, and we ended up getting that win. If you're on console, I don't know if it's on PC, but there's this glitch where you just can't see your gun. So if you either drop it or just spam Y, you'll end up being able to see it, and that helps a lot, because I've gone games before I figured this out where it was just putting the people in the middle of my screen and hoping that was right. I mean, it worked decently, but if you just spam Y, then, or triangle, I think it is on PS4, I'm not sure, but yeah, if you just spam that, you'll end up getting your gun back, so it's not invisible. And normally I wouldn't take these shots with this gun just because I know it's bad, but I wanted to show you guys that you don't want to be using this at long range but if you mount it medium range, it just totally melts. The sniping in this game is pretty bad unless you're close range. If you're doing any long range sniping, you're not going to get very many kills.
Setting rally point.
But getting back to the Owen Gun, this is showing at medium range. I think medium range might be where this is most effective. You can win up close battles though, especially with those incendiary rounds, because if you break their shield and then you go down, a lot of times they'll also go down with that. And then we started playing some whack-a-mole up here, just popping their heads. Headshots really do a lot of damage with this, especially even at long range. Yeah, they just kept popping up. I'm like, what are you guys still doing up there? But I guess, I mean, once they jumped down, which they did end up jumping down a couple of times, it was their mistake, because then they had not even the high ground and just could melt them. Get that guy, and then I go right back, finish him off, and then... But as we finish up this game, let me know in the comments below what gun you want to see next. If you have a gun you're really excited about and want to show or have me try out, let me know. If you want to see a variant, see if it's worth getting or worth working towards in the battle pass, let me know. Hit that like and subscribe. And thoughts on the Owen Gun: it's amazing at short and medium range. You'll win all your fights at medium and most at short compared to any other gun. Long range, you don't want to be really taking those fights just because you'll be giving away your position for no reason at all. Try this Owen Gun class setup. It was way fun to use, and it's my go-to gun right now. So if that tells you anything, it's the move.